Good morning, traders. This week, I wanted to make a small experiment and record my routine and basically even taking trades live. Yeah, however, I think this last part can be a bit boring because it will just be the same thing like placing alerts, analyzing the market, missing the trades, taking the trades, taking the losers, break evens, and winners. Yeah, but for this specific week, I wanted to focus on my routine. So first of all, when I'm coming to the chart, I kind of automatically want to check with my emotions, and this should be like really personal. So for me, based on my history and my backtesting, I know that I have a number of weaknesses, that if I will not prevent, I can go for not effective actions. For instance, so these are the list that I'm keeping in mind every time I'm coming to the chart. So for example, if I have a zone and the market starts to fail, I kind of tend to re-enter several times, trying to catch this early reversal. Then if I am frustrated or angry because of some outside events, so outside of trading events, maybe I have had an argue with someone, or just, sometimes the mood is not good, then I will also tend to maybe rush into trades, or maybe just take lower quality trades. Then I also know that after losing or winning streaks, I can take a lower setup, so I can become overconfident, or on the other way, I would like to compensate for my losing streaks. Then when I feel that I have the desire to reach my goals for profits, or if this is funding, then it's funding. If I want to reach it faster, like, there is this feeling that I want something good to happen today or something like that, then I understand that these are all triggers for me to become more emotional and to perform not so good as I can. And now also I know that if sometimes I can become attached to my analysis. So again, like I'm looking at the zone, I spend so much time analyzing the market, I'm sure it's bullish, and I kind of don't want it to fail my zone. So I really want to follow the market, to follow my analysis, and in this way, of course, you can enter earlier than you want. And again, this is all. So these are basically my main weaknesses that I have from my practice. And first step for me is to be aware of it. Second step is to try to prevent it from happening. And again, it's while I'm sitting in front of the chart, I'm like constantly. So I'm not talking to myself in this manner, of course, every time. Like I'm just illustrating what is happening in my head in terms of emotional checklist. But I know about it, and how can I prevent? So my main corrective actions are, so first of all, being aware, like in action in itself. Then second, okay, if you hear some strange noises and sounds, like snoring, that's my dog sleeping, French bulldog. So then second corrective action is just to stop trading, especially it's if I'm in a bad mood. So if I'm in a bad mood, and to be honest, I quite often am, because I'm a bit grumpy in my life overall, but like I have neutral grumpiness, and then like this frustration, or anger, or just negative mood, then I just need to understand that I better skip the whole day. So this is my corrective action. It's just stop trading and just do something else. Maybe take a day off, go to the gym, go for a walk, watch movies, eat, play, watch other videos, something, anything but trading if I feel like I don't want to trade today. And one more is I'm always reminding myself about the consequences. So again, based on my backtesting journal, based on all the data collection I have, in 90% of trading that is kind of a bit off the trading plan or happened in emotional state. So 90% of these trades will be losers, and they not will only damage my account, but they will damage my emotional capital. And of course, even if 10% will be winners, usually they will not take me back to my neutral mindset, and I will still be emotionally like defected, even with winners, even with profit. And usually it means that I will go even to more drawdown compared to where I began. So usually it means that the best decision, if I am aware that my triggers are coming, then I need to stop or just miss a trade, okay, and just continue the next day. And of course, then I can remind about something good, that when I follow the rules, I have my profits. I reached my goals. I had my funding. I also remind myself that usually for me personally, I will better miss a trade and have less amount of trades than I will have more of them, because for me it's like the edge is working in a way that the less trades I have, the more profitable I am with my system, because I'm more selective. So this is a process I have for my emotional check, more or less, like approximately this is how I think. And then my next step will be to go and check the news. So again, I'm using the news as just a points of higher volatility. So I try to not enter before them because I'm using a smaller stop loss. And I understand that, for instance, if this is news time, and even if I have entry somewhere here, like a good entry, my stop loss will be here or here. And news, any kind of red news can easily do something like this. So I will be right overall, but there is almost no chance I will stay in the market if my entry point is not far from the point of price on the moment of news dropping. So if I'm in profit here and the price is here and news is coming here, then I can be in the trade because I understand the space is enough for me to hold. But overall, I need to check them. So for today, so we had some news, and we had some news for euro already, and then we will have something during New York, but not too much. But again, I will be aware so that before New York, I can have some bigger volatility, and then I will go like every day like this. So I have my news, then I need to check what the market did overall and where we are in terms of sessions. So now in sessions, we are during London, we are approaching lunchtime. So I call it lunchtime. It's like several hours before New York opening. I'm better missing this time of the day. And I just analyze some markets. So in this case, I will not analyze too much because I already know that. And again, if you want to know my bias for euro, please check previous weeks. But overall, we are just bearish. We are just bullish from overall context. And recently, we created this really clear daily shift. And as far as we are in this range on daily, I'm more bullish than bearish. Overall, targeting this and this. So my main task is just to look for bullishness. And during today's Asian session, the market so we were in this bullish 4-hour shift. Before we were in this, oh yeah, I see. So overall, we even in this one, we are still in this big 4 hours play. Again, overall looking for bullishness, but we realized that we have unmitigated parts of daily range here. So we have this zone, everything here is basically mitigated, and this zone could be a nice target to hit, to be honest, because we will then perform nice reaccumulation before moving higher. But again, I don't want to sell. I don't like to sell into buy, to be honest. I noticed these trades are not going good for me. So what I will do right now is go to 1 hour and just see where I am in 1 hour. So in 1 hour I'm bearish, so I have bearish range from here. So now I have this decision: either I have an alert here and just wait for a break, or I go to even lower time frames and see that I have bullish 30-minute range. This bullish 30-minute range is acting from this 4-hour bullish structure. We just mitigated some parts here, like based on inside structure. And for me, I will do this. Either I will break somewhere above here, and then I will look for how the price is developing. So maybe before New York price will do something like this and then break, and then during New York I'm happy to take trades based basically on a 30-minute shit. Or if the market wants to go lower, I will just place my alert here, and basically that's all. So I placed my alerts, and I don't want to be involved in this market. Another option would be this: I have this zone, and when the market will come to this zone, maybe I will have some confirmations, because overall I understand that the market is moving higher. We just took out this Asian range, so mitigated something here based on this. So I'm okay to be bullish, just waiting for break higher, lower, or this zone. So basically I don't need this alert right now, and that's all. So my Euro USD is my main pair, and basically now I can go continue studying, continue doing other things. And again, you see, I'm just talking in detail. This all usually takes like 5 minutes. Just go to the market, place your alerts, and that's all. The second market I'm looking now is US 100. Again, for this you can find the outlooks in previous weekly recaps, because nothing changed. We were just bullish from this daily structure, performed some reaccumulation, mitigated here, and continued here. And now we are bullish from daily on this. And we are bullish from 4 hours. Basically we have this recent range, and then we have something deeper. So we have 1, 2 on 4 hours. This is one impulse on daily. These are deeper zones, and these are zones like higher up. And I'm quite okay with using this zone during during New York. Of course, I don't want to trade US 100 during any other session than New York. Maybe make some refinement. And this is my alert 1. This is my alert 2. So basically I don't want to see or trade anything else except of this for US 100. And now I will take a quick look on other pairs. Will not record it. If I see something interesting, I will show you. So I looked through my reserve list. I added 3 pairs to my watch list. Nothing special there, just some structural and context plays, which if alerts will go off, I will like record what I will do when my alerts are going are tapped, and they are attached to my they are connected with my phone. So the alert will notify me here if I'm in front of the screen or on my phone. Okay, basically that's it for the morning routine. Now waiting for alerts and doing some other stuff. See you later in the market. Okay, so right away while I was recording, this alert is going off, and now we will probably create something on 5 minutes. Yeah, so we are creating something on 5 minutes like this range. So basically this zone is an okay zone for an entry for the 5 minutes. However, I will really be, so I'm immediately placing my alert here. And so it's visible on 5 minutes, on 2 minutes, I think. Yeah, the same, kind of the same zones. So on 1 minute we have this range, and we have some refinements from a 5-minute zone, like here. So basically, if you want to long, you can do it. However, what I don't like about this all is that on 1 minute, so this is the morning time, we created 1, 2, 3 reaccumulation, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So to be honest, I'm more expecting, and again, why I like still this zone more, because first of all, I usually don't trade on Mondays, so Mondays they tend to be for me like a bit rangy, or I don't know, they're just weird. But overall, we have 6 consecutive shifts on 1 minute, and I would better expect this zone to fail for reaccumulation, and this all will coincide, of course, with lunchtime, which is not a good time for me to enter. So next 3 hours, I don't like them usually for my entry, but they will coincide with the New York Open. So New York Open can easily be on this zone, and then on this zone I can find my confirmation. So this is, to be honest, what I like. Still, on 5 minutes, what we have is just a usual structure building, like one shift, second one, and this is a third shift, and it's kind of okay to confirm it. Again, I don't like it too much. I will better miss it, because mainly because of the session time. So if this was happening maybe 1 hour earlier, or like during something, we saw something like this during New York, so imagine this was London time and this is New York time, I will better enter. But now I don't want, and we will have some news, so I kind of don't like it. So I will just remove my alert and we'll just observe the market here. And then if it wants, so right now there are two basically. So, and again, it is all long because I'm talking it through, but it's taking like 1 minute to decide on it. And I have only 2 decisions. Either I'm waiting for this zone during New York, or I'm entering now with confirmation, which I don't like. So in this case, if it will work, I will miss this trade, but then later I will have the possibilities to enter during New York on new 15-minute ranges, 30-minute ranges. And then even here, if we will break this 1 hour range to the bullish side, we will probably have new zones here, and we will have some build up before breaking up. So I'm okay with missing the trade if it will miss here, and I'm expecting this. Yeah, and see you during next alert or something important. Oh, this is maybe 1 hour or something like that later. So the market continued the move up on Euro USD, created one more range on 1 minute, and still in this 5-minute range. So again, nothing is changing for me here, but I just wanted to update quickly with other pairs. So I have a correlated pair on EuroCAD as in my watch list. Basically what we have here is this clear daily shift of structure, and I just refined my zones to this zone. We are tapping here, and what's interesting about this pair is that we created this gap on opening after the weekend, and it's not filled, and we also are moving in this inside structure on 15 minutes, 30 minutes, and structural ranges on 5 minutes. So basically the same as EURUSD, but I will see what will tap first and how it all will develop. So I like this lower zone better. For CHF GPY, again, this zone I had from my previous outlook and previous weekly recaps. It's tapping. It seems that maybe we will go and mitigate even higher, something unmitigated there, but overall I'm just looking at it. So probably not gonna trade this range because it's really easy target for distribution and liquidations. So yeah, we'll just skip it probably. But looking at it, GU is the same as EU. It just has a bit more clear structure right now on 15 minutes. So looking at this zone probably. And this zone, why I like it is because it's mitigated this, so almost mitigated this higher time frame zone. So kind of making this chain or cluster. GJ, nothing special. And US, I commented. Okay, so probably now we'll just wait till New York and see what happens. So you see, this is what I told you, is that like the routine is pretty boring. So I just went to do my stuff, came back, saw my watch list again, made some readjustments and just waiting. So yeah, see you in the next part. Decided to add one more command. So first of all, we are continuing to moving higher on 5 minutes on Euro USD. And what we have here is basically this shift, and we are working in a usual pattern of two zones. So this is this zone and this zone. So, and based on what I discussed previously during the news release, and before the New York, I still expect it to come down here now. So because we're here now and it didn't start to move to deeper zones on 30 minutes, now I'm more okay with using this zone overall, at least trying to confirm it during New York, because then we will come with reaccumulation into this zone or something on micro-related pairs. But what I want to show is that you see, if you want to become emotional, you can start to think that you kind of missed this move. But again, I need to ask myself this: what is my usual style of trading, and what should I expect? And this is, by the way, something I forgot to tell during morning recording, is that I kind of need to expect that first of all, I will not get a trade today. So I know already that because of how I'm trading, I can miss trades. So miss, so to say, because my setups, they usually I want to have deeper mitigations, but they don't always need to happen, and because of that, I can miss these moves. So that's first of all, I'm coming to the market, and I understand that yes, most likely I will miss a trade, and then if I will get into a trade, then it will be most likely a loser. So every specific trade statistically will be a loser more likely, because I have a low win rate, so 30-50% for my strategy. And then if I manage a trade to break even, then I need to expect it should be a break even. So this negative expectation, it really helps me to keep the emotional balance. And a quick notice on why I don't really want to enter this range. So technically this is a valid range, a valid zone, but now we have like 10 shifts to the upside on the market. And again, I better miss this trade. Even if it does something like this, I want to miss it, but not enter, because in my practice these entries are lower probability, because I already kind of missed this one, and now I want either to miss this move completely, so this 1 hour range. So I want to remind that this is 1 hour range, and I better miss everything here, then I will try to enter here. And my next level expectation is during the news we do something like this, maybe then range, but again I will see if I will have time for this. Yeah, basically that's all, and I'm continuing to wait for my alerts, and if something interesting comes up, I will record. Okay, everyone, so I will try to enter this trade here. Like this. Yeah, so place the trade. So let me check my entry. So it's 145. So this is my entry point. This is my stop loss. And this is target 144. So yeah, the target should be strange. Basically the target should be at 1 to 7. Maybe I'm not calculating right. Strange. Okay, basically the entry should be to 1 to 7, and the entry is based off this. So daily zone, I refined this this zone to this for our zone inside the daily, so kind of expecting it to go, but New York session is now open. Yes, so again, this is not a perfect place for a trade. We're kind of just tapped and still in this range, but with this overall bearishness that is starting to build up based on inside structure, specifically from, so even on, yeah, so we have a break on 5 minutes from, yeah, kind of technically we have it on 5 minutes, on 3 minutes. So we have this 3-minute range, this bigger zone, and then on 1 minute we have this clear break and a zone that is tapped and then made a move, then liquidated the first move, so created some kind of distribution, local distribution in the zone, now created inside structure with a clear zone, tapped into it. So I'm okay with taking this trade. So now what I will do is I need to decide my break-even level. So basically, if the price will go here, I would like to move my stop loss at least to 0.5 R, somewhere here. So I'm placing my alert here. And probably after that, if it will create, so it cannot basically create structure on that moment, because we will just break this one. So I will not be able to go break even, but maybe after this break, somewhere here, I will be break even. If the trade will work out, of course, I'm kind of, again, this is the same like I told in the beginning. I need to expect statistically that this will be a loser, but my risk is okay. My basis for trade is there, so I was bearish on the zone somewhere, and I'm okay with letting it go. Okay, so let's see how it will develop, and I will update you either on stop loss, either on this level, and then later break even. Okay, see you.